Hello, I'm Jennifer Trice, one of the 8th grade English teachers here at Smith. I have the great pleasure of welcoming you to listen to the farewell speeches. Each year, the Smith teachers discuss which graduating senior we would like to invite back to offer these important words of wisdom to our departing 8th graders. This year, the COVID pandemic changed our plans for our end of the year promotion ceremony, and because of the fact that we cannot be together, we decided to try something new. When we looked back at the names of memorable and exemplary students, we all saw several names that stood out. So we thought, why not ask them all to give us their thoughts in these incredible times we are living in. We are so proud of them as they graduate high school as part of the class of 2021. And we're so happy to have them participate as guest speakers. We feel strongly that they are amazing people to share some important words with our 8th graders. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you these former Smith Middle School students and graduates from Troy High School: Olivia Rosati, Cole Bennett, Vivienne Francois, Brennan Taylor, Mitchell Chang, Kaylin Knight, Nate Kovacs, and Kennedy Singleton. Thank you.
What's up, Smith 8th graders? My name is Brennan Taylor, and as you've probably been told, I'm a graduating senior from Troy High this year. You did it. After a long, weird year, you've finally made it to the end. And it's not really truly the end, but it's the end of this year, and it's the end of this path, and it's time to start a new one. And the most important thing going forward is knowing that it is that it's a new path, and you have a new shot to redefine who you want to be. And if you didn't like who you were in middle school or how your grades looked, all that doesn't matter anymore, because this is a new you. This is a new journey. And it's going to be different, believe me, but it's all about how you handle it. One thing that I think helped me the most at the beginning of my high school career was the people I chose to surround myself with. And what I mean by that is everybody that I hung out with, the people that I talked to between classes and sat with at lunch. All those people were people that always encouraged me to pursue what I wanted to and to keep working hard, because that's one of the most important things in high school, is making sure you enjoy what you're doing and that you're working hard at it. If there's any one thing I want you guys all to hold on to as you leave today, it's never close yourself off from some possibilities. You always need to make sure that you go out and you try every little thing possible. Because if you leave at the end of your 4 years saying, what if I did this? What if I did that? That's not a good feeling, you know what I mean? And it's always going to be I tried this and I know that I didn't like it, or I found my new favorite thing to do. Stepping out of your comfort zone is one of the biggest things that you can do in high school. It is one of the most important things you can do in life, because you're never going to meet anybody new. You're never going to find what you love to do if you just stick with the one thing that you know. So as you leave today, promise me that you'll go out and you'll try something new, whether it's a new sport, a new club, even in just a new friend group. Find somebody new, find something new, and give it a shot. That's all you got to do, and that's really what high school is a new thing, and you have to try it, because if you don't try, you'll never know. So go out, enjoy your summer, come back ready to work hard in the fall, and good luck on all your future endeavors, because it's going to be a ride, but make what you can of it and enjoy yourself.
Hello, graduating 8th graders, also known as future high schoolers. I know that might be hard for you guys to hear and understand. It definitely was for me. High school seemed like this big, scary, faraway thing when I was in 8th grade. And now looking back as a senior, it's kind of crazy to think about how quickly it all went by. So I'm just here to give you a few tips and tricks about looking forward to high school and what you should really be focusing on. First of all, like I said before, it's going to go very, very, very fast. I mean, I know these small things might seem like the biggest issues in the world, but I can remember tests I used to be stressed out about in 9th grade that now don't even matter, now that I'm graduating. So I would just recommend to you guys to really embrace the moment. Don't think about, oh, I can't do this because it might be embarrassing or none of my friends are doing it, or I can't go to this dance because I don't have a date or anything like that. it doesn't matter really. I wish I was able to go to the last few dances that I were in my high school career. I mean, I never really got to go to my junior snow coming or my senior prom or my senior homecoming and things like that. So I would just suggest to really embrace all the things that you're given now. Also, you don't have to push yourself 100%. I know, especially coming into Troy High, a lot of you guys might be like, I have to sign up for every club, I have to do every AP and all this kind of stuff, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Like, I know it might be like super daunting, and of course, they want you to take all APs and do really good, but also remember to focus on yourself and your own mental health, and those things are really important. I remember my junior year, I had to reinvent what it meant, about taking care of myself and making sure that I was okay before I jumped into doing other things. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure that's all of my things. Also, romance is not everything. I mean, I know that it's like, oh, I'm going to high school, I'm gonna have all these boyfriends or girlfriends. And it's like, no, like most of the dances you can go to with friends, and nobody really cares about the dating scene that much. Just have fun, really, and just enjoy the time period that you're given now, because you're really not ever gonna get another chance like this in your like adolescent time period. Soon you're gonna go off to college, which I'm going to soon. It's a whole other ball game and whole other set of rules that I'm super nervous for. But you guys shouldn't be nervous for this. It's going to be amazing. You've got this. You're gonna be able to handle it, and I believe in you guys. So bye, and I hope you guys have a great graduation.
Hello to the Smith Knight graduating class of 2021. My name is Cole Bennett, and I'm currently a graduated senior at Troy High School. I just want to tell you guys congratulations for finishing up 8th grade, finishing up middle school. You guys have finished this chapter in your life, and you guys are on to fresh new beginnings into high school, and that's going to be so, so exciting for you guys. I just wanted to touch a little bit on my experiences and sort of give a little bit of advice to you guys going into this next big journey in your guys' lives. Going into high school, it may seem overwhelming, but I can promise you that you're going to have some of the best times of your life. One piece of advice that I can give to you guys is to just be active, to find something that you're passionate about and to be active in it. Whether it's a sport, a club, an organization, or volunteer work, just find something that interests you and be passionate through that. Many people find different things, multiple sports, multiple clubs, combine the two. You find it and just be passionate with it. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with too many things, but just find those things that you really care about and that mean something to you. It's going through clubs, sports, organizations. It's a great way to meet friends. I cannot stress that enough. You will meet some amazing, amazing people and friendships that you'll carry for years and years past high school. Just find something. For example, my freshman year going into high school, I joined student government. And it was one of those clubs that you were able to join right before school started. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was going to make a bunch of friends that I was going to carry through all 4 years of high school. And it was before we even went into the classroom for the first time. It was before the first day of school. And to have those friendships from a club just means the world to you. Going into high school, not knowing a ton of people, but then meeting these friends, and you're suddenly the first day doesn't feel so scary anymore. You're in this huge school with over 2,000 kids, but suddenly that number doesn't feel as big anymore. You may have just met 20, 30, 40 of those kids, and all of a sudden you got a friend in the hallway. You got a friend in the classroom. And that helps you build that passion and that interest towards what you're doing. And passion is extremely important. To find something that you're passionate about, it's not something that you can just be like, yeah, I'm passionate about it. But to find it and to feel it, you'll know it. That's a feeling like no other. And I mean, feel free to take those risks to find that. Risk taking is huge. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try out for that club, to try out for that sport, to talk to that person, to talk to that teacher, to do any of that. It's so, so important. I cannot stress that enough. But I know you guys, being Smith Knights, as determined you are, with that positive attitude that your teachers have been ingraining in you guys for the past 3 years, I know you guys are going to be fantastic. All right? Congratulations, guys. And I know that you guys are going to have the next best 4 years of your life. I know it. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Mitchell Chang, and I'm a part of Troy High's graduating class of 2021, and also a proud Smith Knight. And I just wanted to start this off by saying congrats to each and every one of you. Your academic achievements haven't gone unnoticed. Every single analysis essay and mind-boggling test has led you up to this moment. You're graduating from Smith, and I'm sure you and your families are also proud. But now, with middle school as a not-so-distant memory, you have high school coming your way, and with it, a whole new horizon of experiences that are waiting to be explored. And I know, the prospect of high school can be intimidating at first, but you'll quickly learn that this is the place where you'll make the most amazing memories and grow as a person. You'll be learning brand new concepts you'd never even heard of before. You'll be joining clubs, meeting people that share your interests, that you'll hopefully be able to call friends. You'll have your first homecoming, which could very well be one of your best memories in your high school career. But with all of these highs, you're still going to have your lows. High school's tough, and you're going to make mistakes along the way, which will be frustrating, but it's also one of the most important things that you have to do. The one thing I wish I had known going into high school is that failure is one of the best gifts that you can receive. Which sounds absurd, I get it. But being a student that always strived to be the best in everything, middle school me was very against the idea of failure. So when, on the very first test I ever took in high school, I got a D, it was hard to accept at first. But it was this first failure that pushed me to work even harder on my studies, to pay better attention in class, to ask more questions. It's failure that builds character, which is a saying that I'm sure many of you have heard before, but it's true. So please, take it to heart. Don't let small mistakes you've made in your years of childhood define who you are. Learn from them, and move on to be a better person. And with all of the failure talk out of the way, my last piece of advice for all of you, as cliche as it is to just have fun. It feels just like yesterday when I walked into the front doors of Troy High for the first time, feeling anxious but excited for this new chapter of my life. But as soon as I thought my journey had begun, it came to an end. Don't get me wrong, I've made irreplaceable memories and built unbreakable relationships along the way. But time moves by fast, much faster than you'll know, so you need to cherish it. Make your high school years some of the best in your life, because you're not going to get them back. And well, that's all that I have time for to say. So to all of you, the Smith graduating class of 2021, I wish you all the best. You're going to go on to do great things with your lives. I'm sure of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Rosati and I have just recently graduated from Troy High School. I would like to say a big congratulations to you guys for graduating from Smith Middle School and to get excited for some very exciting 4 years of your life to come. If you take a look around the Smith Middle School walls, no, you will not find my name with some athletic record next to it. Or when you receive the email with the top ACT score, no, my name is not under that. And while grades and sports are extremely important, I'm here to share with you the thing that I have found was just as important throughout my high school experience. Kindness. I have found that saying hi to the girl who you don't really know in the hallway or just holding the door for someone not only helps them out and makes them smile because someone took the time to acknowledge them, but also makes you smile and a much happier person. So, my biggest piece of advice to you is to spread kindness everywhere you go. If you see a kid sitting alone, go sit with them. You might end up making a new friend. There is absolutely no reason, and we really have no clue what people are going through these days to be nothing but kind, and it's way too much effort to be mean anyway. The second piece of advice I'd like to share with you is to put your mental well-being first, especially in school. Find a few things that really interest you and join those clubs. You are going to meet the people who have the same interest in you that way. Don't take a club just because everyone else is. Find the ones that really interest you, and you'll have a much better time. The same goes for classes. Find a few things that you are passionate about and push yourself to strive in those areas. There's way too much stress involved if you push yourself to take too hard of classes that don't align with what you want to do in the future. Talk to your counselor or someone who can guide you to help find the perfect balance of pushing yourself to be the best you can be and not diving over the deep end. Don't put yourself through all the stress and sadness. If you learn and do what you really love, it'll be interesting and not even feel like studying, just learning more interesting and fun information. So go into high school choosing kindness, not only to others, but to yourself. Life is way too short for all the negativity. Thank you.
Before I begin, I'd like to say thank you to Ms. Trice for reaching out and giving me the opportunity to speak among you all today. I'm truly grateful for the role Smith played in leading me to a successful future. High school is what you make of it. The summer before freshman year, I joined the cross-country team to make new friends. After completing my quest of finding friends, I embarked on my next goal of becoming faster on the courses and the track. I had to put in a lot of effort and apply myself constantly, even when I was tired or insecure. By sophomore year track, I was taking pictures at the top of the bleachers at the stadium of the state meet. Everything started coming together. By junior year, I made a campaign video for NHS president, and it was me doing the Kiki Do You Love Me challenge while saying my speech on the rooftop of the parking structure on Big Beaver in the pouring rain. As cool as the video sounds, I won due to my volunteer work, being kind to others, and work ethic. What I've learned from putting yourself out there is that it makes you feel as if you're on top of the world. Go to that football game. Join that club. Try out for that sport. Go to that dance. Apply for that job. Go talk to that person. Go do that thing that will put you on top of the world, even if it's scary. You guys are going to have to face many obstacles. And the only thing that will get you out of them is determination, all while staying true to yourself. There's so much to gain and learn beyond the academic level in high school. High school is going to provide you and your peers with many opportunities, and you'll end up finding a big part of yourself in those 4 years. Be daring and take chances. I wish you all the best of luck on your journey to the top of the world. I know you all have it in you. Thank you so much, and good luck, Knights.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaylin and I'm a graduating senior at Troy High School. I am a former Smith student and I want to share some of my experiences of what it's like as an incoming freshman into high school and the amazing opportunities that you will have. One tip that I would recommend as an incoming freshman is I would buy some sort of planner or schedule book that you could have handy with you. That really helped me. A lot of people had schedules or apps in their phone you could use. I prefer paper because I could write it all down, and as homework assignments came up, I would write it down and then I would check it off when I completed it and turned it in, and that was a huge help for me, and that allowed me to get really good grades my freshman year and adjust way easier. I know a lot of you probably have questions about sports and clubs and how to join. I am an athlete. I was a 4-year varsity player for a girls basketball program at Troy High School, and I loved it. It was so much fun. It allowed me to make so many friends that became, a big part of my group of friends in high school. I highly recommend joining, a sport, and if you're not into sports, that's totally okay. Clubs, I joined a couple clubs, and it helps build your high school application for college, which I know it's a couple years away, but, the sooner you start, the easier it'll be for you your senior year. I joined throughout high school, so I was part of the basketball program, which was great, and then I joined NHS, which is really good for college apps. I joined Student to Student, which is my favorite club that, not too many people join, but if I were you, I would give it a try. You work with special needs kids, and that's what I'm going into for my occupation someday. So you get to help kids, and it teaches you how to be a leader, which also brings me into, I was part of the LINK program, which your sophomore year you can sign up to be a LINK, and you're paired with a student, one of the special needs kids from their classroom, and you go with them and you help them in their class. I also was part of peer mediation for a little bit. That's a great program, helps teach you to communicate with others and problem solve. So those are some really great ones. I guess another one I joined my freshman year was Project Lead, so more community service. I don't know if you're into that at all, but I love helping others. So if that's something you're interested, those are some really great clubs you can join, and there's a whole booklet that you're going to receive. Just go through them, read through them, see what sparks your interest, but I would really, really consider joining a sport or club, and for me, that really made it less scary. I was able to make way more friends and just get to know people, and they get to know you and who you are. Graduating senior at Troy High, I'm looking back and things aren't as I wanted them to go. They're not as I planned or hoped them to be. With COVID and everything, I was online for the last year or so, and it just really put things into perspective for me, that we should never take anything for granted, and that you should just always push yourself to do as much as you can, with finding that good balance. Go to that dance, talk to that student next to you in class, get to know them, and it will make your freshman year so much fun. And I'm so, so, so excited for you guys. Please set goals for yourself. I set a goal for myself day one that I wanted to get into the college of my dreams. And here I am. I'm going to Michigan State in the fall because I worked really hard in school so I could get there. And it starts day one you walk into that school. I promise you, you're going to have so much fun. And there's going to be some points in high school where you might struggle, and that's okay. We're all human. And I'm here to remind you that it is okay. If we never fail, we never learn from anything. And I promise you, you just need to remember that and push through. And you're going to get there. I'm so, so excited for you guys. And I wish you the best of luck. I'm Kaylin, and it was so nice talking to you.
Hi, 8th graders. I just wanted to say congratulations on making it through this whirlwind of a year. Everyone's super proud of you, and you guys pushed through. So congratulations. My name's Nate Kovacs, and I'm a graduating senior. I went to Troy High for 4 years, and I'm going to U of M next year in Ann Arbor. So that's not too far, but yeah. Before we get started, I'd like to clarify something. I'm related to Julia Kovacs and not Norbert. So yeah, before any questions about that get asked. All right, let's talk about high school, because I know you guys are all thinking about that right now. High school, it's an exciting time, It's a little nervous going in, but it's just really fun. That's all I have to say. Like, looking back, my 4 years, they've been amazing, and they've been amazing for most people I know. So be excited, guys. It's fun. So I got some tips for you guys. Number 1, be confident. Middle school is a time of growing pains. Stuff's painfully awkward sometimes, and that's just kind of how it is. It's easy to get caught up in what other people think of you during middle school. I tended to do that a lot. So my advice would be, if you're one of those people, just be confident in high school. Be yourself, because there's so many people that you're going to find people like you, and it's better to just be yourself. All right, number 2, get out there, join clubs, make new friends. The bowling kids, we like to make fun of them. Well, we're at Smith, but they're pretty cool. Better than being stuck with those other middle schools. So yeah. Number 3, challenge yourself. Push yourself. Take that class that you're unsure about taking. Join that club you're unsure about doing. Push yourself to speak out more. Push yourself to become a leader. Push yourself to really do anything. You guys are all really gifted, and if you set your mind to something, you're going to do it. All right, number 4, pick yourself back up and push through. So I'm going to get a little personal anecdote here, and I just wanted to show you guys that, you guys can, high school, it's not going to be always easy at times, but you guys can push through. So, AP Chem, sophomore year. I'm setting the stage right now. I thought, I'm going to go in and do like great on everything, and that was not the case. I kind of bombed a couple tests in the first semester, and I was like, oh boy, like this might be it. My GPA might be shot. However, I picked myself up, just like you guys will when you're in high school too. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to push through. And nights and nights of study and effort, like lots of time, I finally pushed through and got the grade that I wanted, literally on the final test. Like, it was clutch. I kind of jumped up out of the table once I got the grade, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, all of that to just kind of say, push through, because, stuff's going to happen, but you guys are capable. You guys can do it. I have faith in you guys. Congratulations, and keep going.